A developing situation here, and at times a tense situation as people wandering in the area trying to figure out exactly what happened. Let me step out of the way to show you the scene as it currently stands. You can see several police officers, of course, the entire block roped off at this time. What we are hearing is that this is a police shooting taking place on Erie near Kilpatrick, happening around 4:25 this morning. Not a lot of official details from police. Neighbors telling us they heard between 9 to 12 shots fired. They say 2 people were hurt. A lot of the activity taking place just to the right of the screen. You can see that home in the background area there. That's where they describe the shooting. They say a man about 19 years old and a woman in her 30s or 40s were both hit. Some believe that it was a police response to a domestic situation. Others, however, are telling a very different story. No word on the condition of the 2 people hurt at this point in time. Still waiting for a lot of details from police. As we get more information, we'll, of course, pass that along to you.
Why y'all do this to my mama?
The sounds of agony fill the intersection of Erie and Kilpatrick.
I see my mom on the floor bleeding. Of course I'm gonna feel some type of way. I want me in some kind of shock.
That would be the final time Letitia Jones saw her mother alive. She says Betty Jones was called by her landlord to open up the shared front door for police. Mother of 5 was shot at least once by an officer and later died. Chicago Police Department says they responded to a call for help there around 4:25 Saturday morning. The landlord was threatened by his son, 19-year-old Quintonio Legrier.
He wasn't just a thug on the street. He was an honor student in college and high school.
The teen's mother, Janet Cooksey, says over the past few months, her only child struggled with mood swings. Saturday, he had a bat, and the family had the hope calling police would get him help.
7 bullets was put in my son. 7. That's a bit much. 8 shots was fired. 1 hit an innocent lady that was just opening her door. Something is wrong with this picture.
They were confronted by a combative individual.
Chicago police gave a short statement to the media.
The matter is under investigation by the Independent Police Review Authority, and further questions regarding this matter should be directed to them. Thank you.
2 families coping with loss. 2 families searching for comfort and answers. Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.
The view is fantastic. The view is of downtown Chicago.
After the rush, a rush hour.
Yeah, always running around, always working through traffic.
Daisy Arashiba settles into his 2-bedroom, 1.5-bath apartment. The comic actor and musician calls this home and home office for,
7 years?
But this year, he discovered his nest.
Was that a falcon?
Expanded, unexpectedly.
Well, I'm sure you know the Chicago Housing Authority's like, that's not a legal bedroom out there in the balcony.
Part of his 28th floor Lakeview apartment was taken over by a pair of squawky squatters.
When they get together, they become kind of the Bickersons. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I've been flying around hunting things. And what do you got? I got something. I just killed it. You want to eat some? Sure. You know.
Peregrine falcons are a bird of prey traditionally nesting in places like barren cliff faces.
And I happen to have empty window boxes because I'm a terrible gardener.
He branded the birds after famous musicians.
Steve and Linda, because Perry, Steve Perry and Linda Perry.
Eventually discovering his new neighbors made more than music.
And there are 4 chicks. There's Luke Perry, Katy Perry, Joe Perry, and because it's Chicago, Refrigerator Perry.
The birds are federally protected, so it is against the law to move the nest. Arashiba has limited access to his balcony for about another month. That's when this feathered family could say farewell.
Chicks that have been born here have ended up as far away as Ecuador.
For now, the hum of traffic is part of the lullaby for 4 newborns. The Windy City providing a perch and 1 man providing the rent for some temporary tenants.
So there they are. Unfortunately, I'm okay with it.
Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.